Why do you say the bench is made of wood? Interesting. Unknown word. Tell me more. How does unknown word make you feel? How well do you handle your emotions towards unknown word? Is it difficult to talk about buildings in the background? A scene during the day. What about it? A large building. What about it? What is your attitude towards window on the building? Is it difficult to talk about a black metal railing? Do you remember silver metal handle on wall? Could it be a man with a bed? Has there been trouble with a black metal door? Are you sure the hair of a woman? Are you just imagining a man's white shirt? Describe me the hand of a person. I'd like to know more on a man sitting on the ground. I'd like to know more on a woman sitting on a bed. What is your attitude towards blinds on the window? Why do you say woman with short hair? Do you want to talk about man with the tie? How does man wearing a tie make you feel? Man with a beard and tie. What about it? I'd like to know more on a white towel on a man. Is it really a metal bar on the wall? How well do you handle your emotions towards a curtain on the window? What is your attitude towards a large building? What do you think of a man in a suit? What do you think of man with dark hair? How well do you handle your emotions towards the boy who has brown hair? Are you just imagining a man with a white shirt? Could it be a silver faucet? Could it be a plant in a pot? How well do you handle your emotions towards the shirt is white? Is it really a woman sitting at a computer? Really the head of a woman? A chair with a black frame. What about it? Could it be the laptop is on the table? Do you want to talk about two men standing in front of a building? Really man and woman standing on a computer? I see a young man sitting at a computer. A silver metal pot. What about it? Are you sure man in a black shirt? What is your attitude towards the hair of a man? How does white shirt on a man make you feel? What is your attitude towards picture on the wall? Are you just imagining man with short hair? Is it really the hair of a woman? I see a woman in a kitchen. Do you remember woman sitting on a couch? Tell me about a silver computer mouse. What is your attitude towards a man wearing a hat? A white chair. What about it? Interesting, a picture on the wall. Tell me more. Do you want to talk about white wall painted on the wall? Is it difficult to talk about white lampshade on a table? Do you want to talk about the handle of the knife? Describe me. The bag is black and white. Are you sure? A wooden door. Is it difficult to talk about a woman with brown hair? Do you remember a white door with a window? Do you want to talk about the suitcase is black? Are you just imagining picture on the wall? Are you just imagining boy in a blue shirt? Why do you say picture on the wall? I see a curtain on the window. What do you think of wall behind the woman? Has there been trouble with the head of a man? What do you think of a large window? Really, the eye of a man? How well do you handle your emotions towards white plastic bag on the table? What do you think of a street scene? Is it difficult to talk about hair on the woman's head? Tell me about a car parked on the side of the road. Has there been trouble with a truck parked in the grass? I see car parked on the side of the road. Tell me about reflection of a window in the mirror. Do you remember the hair of a woman? Are you just imagining the door of the train? What is your attitude towards white napkin on the table? Describe me. Man with black hair. How does man standing on the train make you feel? How well do you handle your emotions towards man sitting at our table? I'd like to know more on the hair of a man. Describe me a mountain in the distance. Do you remember the hand of a person? How well do you handle your emotions towards a mountain in the distance? Is it really car on the road? Interesting, the head of a man. Tell me more. Is it really a black car parked on the street? Has there been trouble with a black dress? Do you remember a large building with windows? How well do you handle your emotions towards the woman is wearing a dress? Building behind the bus, what about it? Are you just imagining a windshield on a car? What do you think of woman with long hair? Really, woman wearing a black shirt? Has there been trouble with a white shirt on a man? Is it difficult to talk about a white shirt on a man? I see trees in the background. Describe me a building in the background. What is your attitude towards the boy who has blonde hair? Are you just imagining a man sitting on a chair? Interesting, the shirt is white. Tell me more. What is your attitude towards the hair is brown? Are you sure, man with short hair? Is it really a man wearing a white shirt? Are you just imagining man is looking at the phone? Interesting, a large window. Tell me more. Really, a black and white dress? Are you just imagining white shirt on the woman? Why do you say hand of a person? What do you think of woman wearing a black shirt? A telephone pole. What about it? Why do you say a car parked on the side of the road? What do you think of man standing next to a bus? I see a car in the photo. Are you sure the window is open? Are you just imagining man wearing a white shirt? Are you just imagining the eyes of a woman? I'd like to know more on a white line on the road. Do you remember a woman looking at her laptop? Is it really the shirt is black? Tell me about the hair of a man. Is it really the sun is shining on the trees? What do you think of the grass is brown? Are you just imagining the eye of a woman? Tell me about picture taking during the day. Do you remember the eye of a woman? Interesting, a black chair. Tell me more. Do you remember a metal pole? Do you want to talk about the head of a person? I see a black and white photo. Is it really woman with long hair? Is it difficult to talk about the window is open? Describe me a man looking at the camera. Describe me a picture of a room. Interesting, a man wearing a suit. Tell me more. I'd like to know more on silver faucet on the sink. Really, the jacket is black. Black and white tile on wall. What about it? Interesting, a black and white sign. Tell me more. Are you just imagining man holding a camera? Is it difficult to talk about man wearing a jacket? Do you want to talk about the head of a man? I'd like to know more on a wooden door. Are you sure people standing in front of a building? Are you just imagining a long-sleeved jacket? Tell me about curtains on the window. I'd like to know more on picture on the wall. Is it difficult to talk about picture on the wall? Are you sure a man looking at the camera? Do you want to talk about the hair of a man? Could it be a woman with a beard? I'd like to know more on boy with short hair. Do you want to talk about a large white wall? Could it be a white pillow on the bed? Describe me black and white bag. Are you just imagining a woman in a room? Are you sure white curtains on window? What is your attitude towards picture on the wall? Are you just imagining the hand of a person? I'd like to know more on a dog laying on the floor. Is it difficult to talk about the curtain is blue? I'd like to know more on a woman wearing a striped shirt. Tell me about a tree in the background. How does face of a woman make you feel? Why do you say building in the background? How does a white curtain make you feel? Are you just imagining skies dark and cloudy? Tell me about a woman holding a glass. Is it really a large white curtain? Are you sure a light on the wall? Why do you say window with white frame? Are you just imagining a black jacket? Do you want to talk about a white hat on the man? How well do you handle your emotions towards man wearing a tie? Do you remember the bird has a long tail? Describe me woman with a white shirt. Could it be a statue of a woman? I'd like to know more on the shirt is white. I see a wooden cabinet. How does black pants on the man make you feel? How well do you handle your emotions towards lamp on the table? Interesting, a man with dark hair. Tell me more. Do you want to talk about the shirt is brown? Tell me about a reflection of a person. Why do you say the wall is white? Describe me the man is smiling. I see boy with short hair. Are you just imagining a man with his mouth open? Really wall behind the man. Has there been trouble with a cat sitting on a bed? Describe me the hair of a man. A white umbrella. What about it? Interesting, a small black and white coffee table. Tell me more. Is it really a dog on the floor? What do you think of a person is in the background? Could it be a white and black umbrella? I see a person with a hat. Are you sure picture on the wall? What do you think of white curtain on window? I see white curtains on the window. The man has a beard. What about it? Is it difficult to talk about a grey sweater? Could it be a building with a roof? Are you just imagining the hair of a man? I see a window with a glass. Are you just imagining picture taking during the day? How does a white tile on the floor make you feel? Are you just imagining a woman standing in a room? Do you remember the shirt is plaid? Has there been trouble with a picture of a woman? A silver doorknob. What about it? Could it be the bed is black? What is your attitude towards a boy wearing a tie? I'd like to know more on white tile on wall. I see the light is on. Describe me the snow is white. Has there been trouble with a white plate on a table? Do you remember white tile on wall? Tell me about a silver bottle on a bottle. Are you just imagining a woman wearing a dress? How does a wall behind the man make you feel? Is it really a curtain on the wall? Has there been trouble with a grey stone wall? Could it be the hair is brown? Are you sure a wall on the side of a building? Has there been trouble with white wall behind the man? Do you want to talk about white snow on the ground? Why do you say a black and white bird? Could it be white tile on wall? What do you think of white tile on wall? I'd like to know more on white tile on wall. Describe me white tile on wall. Could it be silver metal handle on the sink? I'd like to know more on man is holding a frisbee. How does snow on the ground make you feel? Are you just imagining the toilet is black? Is it really the plate is white? How does a large white wall make you feel? A woman with long hair, what about it? Interesting, the eye of a woman. Tell me more. Is it really the hair is short? Are you sure a white blanket on the bed? How well do you handle your emotions towards window in the room? Why do you say tree with no leaves? Do you want to talk about man in a black shirt? How well do you handle your emotions towards man sitting on a chair? Has there been trouble with a bird on a mirror? What do you think of a window with a curtain? What do you think of a man wearing a suit? Do you want to talk about a wall behind the man? I'd like to know more on man with long hair. Are you just imagining white letters on the train? How well do you handle your emotions towards white letters on the black sign? I'd like to know more on a man standing on a wall. Interesting, a woman looking at a camera. Tell me more. What is your attitude towards man holding a black bag? Tell me about a large window with a glass. What is your attitude towards the man has a beard? Are you just imagining a wall behind the man? Interesting, the pants are black. Tell me more. Tell me about a person holding a bag. How does a white plastic bag make you feel? What is your attitude towards the person is wearing a black jacket? What do you think of black shoe on the woman? What is your attitude towards a doorknob? Why do you say silver doorknob? Is it difficult to talk about the woman is wearing a black coat? Are you just imagining a man wearing a tie? Do you remember silver faucet on sink? Could it be a black and white towel? I'd like to know more on man with brown hair. Is it really the wall is made of wood? Describe me reflection of a cat in the mirror. What is your attitude towards a window on the wall? How does a brown jacket on the man make you feel? Interesting, a silver metal handle. Tell me more. Do you remember black camera on the table? Really, the man is wearing a jacket? Really, the head of a person? A blue wall. What about it? Is it difficult to talk about a man with short hair? Has there been trouble with a man wearing a tie? Is it really man with glasses on face? Are you just imagining a brown wooden door? What do you think of man standing in front of a building? I see a man is sitting on a bench. Are you just imagining a window in the room? Tell me about man sitting on a couch. Silver handle on door. What about it? Do you remember a white blanket on the bed? Could it be person sitting on a bed? Really, the man is wearing a jacket? How does a black and white chair make you feel? Are you sure a wooden headboard? Why do you say man with dark hair? A mirror on the wall. What about it? I see window with a white frame. What do you think of man with short hair? it difficult to talk about a black jacket? Are you just imagining man standing in front of a building? Why do you say the man is wearing a black jacket? Why do you say the tie is brown? Do you remember a black and white photo? What do you think of license plate on the bus? How well do you handle your emotions towards black and white photo? Do you remember a black car? Why do you say tree branches? Really car on the car? A woman in a field. What about it? Tell me about a car parked on the road. How does the man's shirt is white make you feel? Do you want to talk about trees in the background? Do you remember man wearing a black shirt? How does a tree in the background make you feel? Has there been trouble with a tree with no leaves? Are you just imagining a white paper under the table? I'd like to know more on a white chair. Describe me a white towel hanging on a rack. Describe me a large black door. How well do you handle your emotions towards a table with a black frame? Is it difficult to talk about a man sitting on a bench? Really a large window? Interesting, a man with a window. Tell me more. Do you remember a group of people? I'd like to know more on two men are talking. What do you think of a man wearing a suit? How well do you handle your emotions towards a lamp on the table? Do you want to talk about a man with a beard? Are you just imagining the boys eating? What is your attitude towards a woman with long hair? Are you just imagining the nose of a man? Are you just imagining black hat on man? Are you just imagining two men standing next to each other? Really a brown coat on a man? How does books on the shelf make you feel? Is it difficult to talk about a sign on the building? Could it be a woman with short hair? Interesting, a sign on the wall. Tell me more. Really, man with a beard? Do you remember the hair is brown? Really, the man has a beard? Are you just imagining man wearing a shirt? Man wearing a hat, what about it? How well do you handle your emotions towards man wearing a tie? Tell me about the man is wearing a white shirt. I see man is wearing a shirt. Are you sure man in a black shirt? Are you just imagining man wearing a white shirt? Are you sure? Man with a hat on his head. What do you think of black framed door on wall? Has there been trouble with a lamp on the table? Why do you say the woman is smiling? Why do you say a black framed mirror? Interesting, a lamp on the table. Tell me more. What is your attitude towards a chair with a black frame? What is your attitude towards the hair of a man? Is it difficult to talk about the woman is wearing a black shirt? Could it be man wearing a black jacket? Describe me a tie. How well do you handle your emotions towards a black wall behind the man? Really, a black hat? Are you just imagining a man with a beard? How well do you handle your emotions towards the tie is white? Are you just imagining the nose of a man? The ear of a man, what about it? Do you remember a black and white shirt? Do you want to talk about lamp on the table? Do you remember the man is wearing glasses? Really, a tie is on the neck. Why do you say head of a person? Are you sure, black hat on the man? What is your attitude towards man wearing a black shirt? What do you think of a black hat on the man's head? Really, the person is wearing a black jacket. Tell me about the face of a man. Are you just imagining man with short hair? Do you want to talk about unknown word on the sign? Really, the window is open. What is your attitude towards a black wall behind the man? Are you just imagining a black jacket? Interesting, a building with a roof. Tell me more. Do you want to talk about the street is wet? Interesting, a door on the building. Tell me more. Are you sure the tie is black? What is your attitude towards black bird sitting on a chair? Could it be a black tie? Has there been trouble with a light fixture? Are you sure the man has black hair? Is it really tall trees in front of building? Has there been trouble with a building with a window? Is it really man wearing a suit? Is it difficult to talk about a large doorway? Is it really man with short hair? I'd like to know more on man with short hair. Do you want to talk about black curtain on the window? Are you just imagining a window with a curtain? I see the jacket is black. What is your attitude towards a window with a reflection of a man? Tell me about woman is wearing a dress. I'd like to know more on woman sitting on a wooden chair. Has there been trouble with picture on the wall? Could it be a man wearing a suit? Is it really white shirt on a man? Are you sure a man wearing a black shirt? Interesting, a wooden door. Tell me more. Tell me about a black jacket on a man. Are you sure a black and white photo? Is it difficult to talk about a tree in the background? Why do you say a window in the room? Do you want to talk about a tree with snow? Do you remember a black and white photo? Are you just imagining a city street? How does a man in a black shirt make you feel? How well do you handle your emotions towards black bag on the woman? Are you just imagining the head of a man? Describe me a white shirt on a man. I'd like to know more on a man with a picture. How does picture on the wall make you feel? Tell me about the head of a woman. Has there been trouble with picture on the wall? Are you just imagining black hair on man's head? The hair of a woman, what about it? Do you remember man looking at camera? How does a white and black tie make you feel? Man with dark hair, what about it? Could it be man with dark hair? Lamp on the table, what about it? Are you just imagining man wearing a suit? Has there been trouble with a black and white photo? Has there been trouble with the man has a beard? What is your attitude towards a woman wearing a white shirt? A window on a building, what about it? I see woman with brown hair. How does a window behind the man make you feel? I see the man has a beard. Has there been trouble with hand of a person? Describe me man with black hair. Are you just imagining a window with a curtain? Interesting tree with no leaves, tell me more. How does a metal railing make you feel? Has there been trouble with picture on the wall? Are you sure picture on the wall? Really a picture on the wall? Are you just imagining wood wall behind the toilet? Do you want to talk about window in the building? Are you just imagining a metal fence? Describe me a window on the building. Are you just imagining a window with a white frame? What do you think of the man is holding a camera? Is it difficult to talk about bench on the sidewalk? Describe me a sign on the building. Is it really man holding a tie? Has there been trouble with two men wearing black glasses? Why do you say a brown jacket on a woman? Could it be man wearing a black hat? Could it be the tie is black? Could it be a parked car? Describe me the dress is white. What do you think of a house with a roof? Are you just imagining this is a man? Do you remember window with white frame? Is it really trees behind the fence? Could it be man wearing a black jacket? Could it be a door to the building? Do you want to talk about the hair of a woman? Are you just imagining man with black hair? What do you think of a woman smiling? Is it really man has short hair? Why do you say a white clock on the wall? Do you remember the hair of a woman? Is it difficult to talk about a fence in the background? Could it be a man standing on a wooden table? What do you think of tree in a park? Is it difficult to talk about a man standing on a building? Interesting, a picture on the wall. Tell me more. Are you just imagining a curtain on the window? Describe me a wooden table with a black frame. How does a picture on the wall make you feel? Has there been trouble with picture on the wall? Interesting, the man is wearing a black suit. Tell me more. Are you just imagining the hair is brown? Are you just imagining the door is open? Two women walking. What about it? I'd like to know more on a large door. How well do you handle your emotions towards man wearing a black jacket? Has there been trouble with man wearing black pants? How well do you handle your emotions towards a wooden door? Why do you say a black metal pole? What is your attitude towards the table is wooden? Do you remember a black and white tile? Describe me a mirror on the wall. Are you just imagining silver handle on door? Could it be a man wearing a tie? I'd like to know more on a man standing in a kitchen. Do you want to talk about a woman with brown hair? What is your attitude towards a man holding a cell phone? How does man wearing a grey shirt make you feel? How well do you handle your emotions towards man looking at the camera? How well do you handle your emotions towards a woman with brown hair? I'd like to know more on man looking at camera. I see man with a beard. I see the man has a beard. What do you think of a wooden door? Why do you say man with short brown hair? Is it difficult to talk about man wearing a black jacket? Tell me about woman in white dress. Why do you say white clouds in the sky? Are you just imagining a black and white photo? I'd like to know more on a door on the building. Could it be a picture of a woman? Interesting, a field of grass. Tell me more. Is it really a window with white frame? Why do you say a window with a curtain? Do you want to talk about woman with long hair? Are you just imagining a man with a beard? I'd like to know more on a wooden fence. Are you sure a wooden table? A man on a skateboard. What about it? I see a man on a skateboard. Interesting picture on the wall. Tell me more. I see the man is wearing a jacket. How well do you handle your emotions towards a black handle on a bike? I see a bed in a room. Are you just imagining a woman with short hair? Are you just imagining the jacket is brown? I see a fireplace in a room. Tell me about woman with long hair. Tell me about a wooden cabinet. Really, a picture on the wall. Do you want to talk about the nose of a man? Is it difficult to talk about the head of a woman? Tell me about a group of people. Could it be man wearing a tie? Is it difficult to talk about man with short hair? I'd like to know more on a row of windows. Really, a black and silver shelf. Do you remember a black metal box? Interesting, man wearing a shirt. Tell me more. Could it be a black and white table? Are you just imagining a man in a suit? What is your attitude towards a silver handle on a knife? Why do you say black and gold clock? Are you just imagining a man in a black shirt? What do you think of lamp on the table? Do you remember a white and black door? Man with dark hair, what about it? How does a curtain hanging from a window make you feel? Tell me about black frame of a TV. Do you want to talk about face of a man? Why do you say head of a person? Has there been trouble with people or in the background? Really the hair of a woman? Are you just imagining the ear of a dog? Is it really man wearing a tie? Tell me about a balcony on the building. Are you just imagining a silver metal door? What do you think of a woman with a smile? Describe me hair on the head of a person. What is your attitude towards a young girl wearing a jacket? How well do you handle your emotions towards a large door? Are you sure man wearing a black jacket? What do you think of a woman wearing a black shirt? Why do you say a large tree in the background? I see a brown table. Tell me about the hair is brown. What is your attitude towards a brick building with a roof? What is your attitude towards a sign on the wall? Do you remember this as a person? Tell me about people sitting at our table. A man sitting at our table. What about it? How does a brown wooden dresser make you feel? Are you just imagining man sitting on a bench? Interesting, a light fixture on the wall. Tell me more. Really man with short brown hair? Describe me man standing in front of a door. Is it difficult to talk about man with a black hair? Is it really man with a beard? What do you think of the man has a beard? Interesting, a light on the ceiling. Tell me more. I see a young boy sitting on a chair. What is your attitude towards man wearing a tie? Is it really man wearing a black jacket? Really a round mirror? Do you remember the man is wearing a suit? Really a man wearing a suit? Could it be a man and woman? I'd like to know more on man wearing a hat. Are you just imagining a sign on the wall? Tell me about the man is smiling. What do you think of man with short hair? Could it be a grey jacket? Why do you say the man has a beard? Tell me about the man is wearing glasses. Describe me grey shirt on man. Really man with brown hair? Describe me the ground is covered in snow. How does the bench is made of wood make you feel? I see.